We are now at the end of the standing postures. So these last three postures bring us back to the vinyasa that we did at the beginning. You remember we started with Surya Namaskar A and Surya Namaskar B. So whilst we're not doing Surya Namaskar A and B, we will be doing the flowing movement that we learnt there. So standing at the front of your mat in Samastitihi. And we're going to inhale and take the arms up, looking at the thumbs. As we exhale, make a big circle with the arms, soft knees or straight legs, your choice. Bring the hands to the floor or fingertips to the floor and release the head and the neck. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, we're going to jump or step back and lower to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. Now you remember I went through the variations for that movement earlier, so you'll be doing the variation that's appropriate to you. And we don't hold this downward dog, we bend the knees, look forwards, big jump or step, feet to the hands. Now here, keep the butt low, and we're going to come straight into that Utkatasana chair pose. Now in Ashtanga yoga, the palms are together and we look up at the thumbs. If you prefer to keep them open, that's also fine. Breathing here. 1, I'll keep mine together. 2, and if it feels awkward, it is awkward. 3, you have to really use your upper back. 4, 5, exhale, chest to the thighs as the hands come towards the floor. Straighten your knees. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, we're going to come back to that Chaturanga position. Jump or step. Find your way down, lowering either from your knees or in with straight legs. And then inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now from here, we're going to step the left heel in towards the right arch. The right foot forwards towards the right thumb. And then push through the outer edge of the back leg. So you circle the arms up and gaze at your thumbs. Now you want to have a slight inward rotation of the arms. And you can have the hands slightly forwards if you want to. So if it's strained to the neck, keep the hands forwards. Otherwise they're directly above. 1, 2, 3. Try and sink the hips down. 4, 5. Inhale, turn. Face the opposite side. Again, still looking at the thumbs. 1. Push through the outer edge of the back foot. 2. Reach your fingertips to the ceiling. 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to draw a big circle. We're going to gaze at the left hand and take the right arm back. Big circle, opening the hips and the ribs. 1. We're looking at the middle finger of the left hand. 2. As always, lift the arches of your feet, spread your toes. 3. It's important to work from the feet. 4, 5. Turning in and then turning the opposite leg out to bend the right knee. 1. Again, open your left ribs and your left hip. 2, 3, 4, 5. Circle the back arm up, bring both hands to the floor, lift your back heel, push into the hands and step back. Lower to Chaturanga, straight legs or from your knees. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now from here we're going to come down to sitting. So you can either just come to your knees, bring your hands back, take the legs to one side and release, or give you a few options. You can find what works best for you. From downward dog, drop to your knees, cross the ankles behind you. Now you have to let the knees be fairly wide here and slowly roll over the ankles. Now that does require quite a bit of mobility in knees, hips and ankles. There. The next one, perhaps for people who have been practicing for a bit longer, you can hop to that position and then roll back and release. And then if you're more adventurous than that, you can also come straight through. Straight legs. Okay, so it doesn't really matter which option you choose, pick the one that's right for you, so long as we get down to here. And then we're ready to start the seated postures. Now, I want you to be really familiar with the standing sequence first, before we move into the seated postures. So the seated postures I'll teach again in units, which we'll build gently as we progress. So at this stage you'll come to the finishing video where you sat with your legs in cross-legged or Padmasana and you began your breathing, okay? So find that video, or maybe you don't need the video and you remember the sequence, and do your finishing postures and you're resting. Thank you very much.